Before I started Beachbody programs, my life was completely different. I was always lethargic and also had just an overwhelming sense of pessimism. I did have a very unhealthy relationship with food. It was my comfort. Anytime I felt any sort of strong emotion, I would go to food. If I was happy, I wanted food to celebrate. If I was sad, I wanted food to make me feel better. And then when I was sad and got food to feel better, I felt sad again, so I wanted more food. So therefore, you lead to 360 pounds. Well, I finally changed my mind when my son was probably 3 or 4 months old. I looked him squarely in the eye as he was lying in his crib, and I said, "Daddy's going to get healthy for you." And for about 6 months, every day, I lied to my son. I was involved in an automobile accident that really could have gone tremendously worse than it did. I just began thinking, what if that had been my legacy? It was a broken promise. I got out my Rockin' Body literature, and I saw in there the Michi's Ladder guidelines. And I thought, this is something I can do. So I started eating healthier and the weight just started dropping. But my body sent me a signal that said, if you don't exercise, I've done all I can do for you. So I was watching the 21-Day Fix infomercial, and I told my wife, I have got to get this. The main factor that appealed to me with the 21-Day Fix was the container system, the regimented nature of it, because I'd never really had much of a concept of portioning. With the expert guidance that Autumn provided through that program, I was able to come to realize how much I needed to eat in order to lose weight. Well, after my first round, I had lost 12 pounds, so I knew that I needed to keep going. And then the 21-Day Fix Extreme came out in February, and I had to have that, and that went fairly well. At that point, I ordered the Insanity Max 30. I felt like I was prepared for that challenge. And then I began P90X3. P90X3 really appealed to me because once I'd gotten a little more conditioning, I decided I wanted to try to create a better physique. So I thought maybe Tony would be able to help me with that, and thus far, I have been pleased with the results. In the Beachbody Challenge, I have lost just under 165 pounds, and I have gained $6,500. Well, the health is far more important than the money, but it's just such a blessing that you can have both. You don't have to be an athletic person. You don't have to be elite in any way, because I'm not. I'm not elite. I'm probably not even an average athlete. I'm just a guy who refused to quit, refused to give up, persevered, and found the results that I was looking for. What I felt was best about Beachbody and its programs was the fact that you could work out at home, which saved you the drive to the gym and being looked at, because when you're overweight and you go to the gym, you feel like everyone is looking at you. And you have the support network with that, you have the free coach. So that whole comprehensive package is, I think, what sets Beachbody apart. If you're thinking about taking the Beachbody Challenge, stop thinking and take it. Take it from me. I'm not an athlete, but I was able to get the results because I didn't give up. And if you don't give up, you'll get the results as well.